Russia is the world leader by the number of spacecraft and space instruments successfully launched. Most of them were launched from the Baikonur Space Center. And each launch involves participation of the specialists of Tsenki, the Federal State Unitary Enterprise Center for Exploitation of the Objects of Space Ground Infrastructure.
Tsenki
is the operator of all launches from the Baikonur Cosmodrome on behalf of the Federal Space Agency, the Ministry of Defense, and for all space programs. Tsenki provides the full spectrum of propellants and coordinates the units of the enterprises participating in the launch operations. We now also assure launch site communications and transportation of specialists and people from the nearby town to the Cosmodrome. Tsenki, we are responsible for the outer space here on Earth. In 2008, the modified three-stage launcher Zenit blasted off from the Baikonur Space Center. This was the first launch of the land launch project. The fully updated launch site had been prepared in a short time. Tsenki was charged with the most difficult task: general coordination and organizational management. Supplies of propellant for launches and ground tests, this is also Tsenki. From production up to purchase, verification and delivery of all types of propellant to the Cosmodrome. The main focus here is on the purchase of feedstock. In future, all propellants for the national launchers and space vehicles should be produced in Russia. Today, Tsenki provides reliable ground-based and orbital communications, covering the entire Russian territory. From Kaliningrad, the naval base of the scientific and research vessel cosmonaut Viktor Patsayev, to Ussurisk, the location of a control and measuring complex. From the southern launch site Baikonur to the northern Plesetsk. The center also boasts mobile measuring complexes which can be displayed anywhere in the world. Tsenki is the main provider of the telecommunication systems for Roscosmos. The Tsenki measuring complex is the eyes and ears of Russian cosmonautics. The Orion complex assures communication between the rocket and those who launched it. Cameras are functioning on the pads and in the cockpits of the manned spaceships. The image is transmitted not only to the specialists, it can be captured all over the world. One of the important tasks of the center is environmental monitoring and examination of space projects. Working for space, we cannot forget about the Earth. The Tsenki specialists constantly sample ground, water, and air at the launch sites along the lanes hundreds of kilometers from the launch pad. Following the launch, the stages and cowls of spacecraft fall in determined regions. We call them drop field. The expedition to the drop field. The column is headed by a Land Rover, followed by trucks with special equipment. The motto of the hunt group is find and neutralize. First of all, neutralize the remaining propellant. Second, the used stages are treated with special grout and then cut into sections. Russia is the only country in the world to completely destroy and utilize the used stages. Today, Tsenki prepares drop fields for the new Russian launch site, Vostochny. Tsenki has its own scientific and research base, Kuznetsov Scientific Research Institute for Applied Mechanics. The institute produces gyroscopes for all Russian launchers and spacecraft. Vestibular apparatus helps a man to orientate himself in any tridimensional space. even with closed eyes. Inside the launcher, these functions are entrusted to gyroscopes. Actually, the Kuznetsov Institute's gyroscopes assure the orientation of the International Space Station and are on duty within state-of-the-art spacecraft, Express, Yamal, GLONASS. The outstanding technical features of gyroscopes attracted attention of foreign customers. The high scientific and industrial potential of the Institute enables its team to create new generation of gyroscopes, including those based on new physical principles. We're confident that the main task of our Institute consists in highest precision and reliability of our gyroscopes. We also believe that they will be appreciated on the national and on international market now and in the future. On the eve of 2008, the President of the Russian Federation, Dmitry Medvedev, signed a decree on the reorganization of Tsenki. The center will incorporate several leading units of ground-based space infrastructure of Roscosmos. Tsenki turns out to be the guarantor of the Russian cosmonautics' success.